good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're logging in from. Thanks so much for joining Tuesday Talks. It's been a while. It's good to see you all. And I am just making sure that we are live streaming where we need to be live streaming. So let's see. One is not working. Like I said, it's been a while. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, well, great. Well, thank you so much again for joining us for Tuesday Talks. My name is Gloria. I am one of the co-founders of Initial View, host of Tuesday Talks. Super excited to be with you. I am logging in from Atlanta, Georgia today. Sun's coming up and excited to be here. I've invited some of my favorite people to join me for this Welcome Back Tuesday Talks talk. I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves in a minute here, but before we do that, just a few housekeeping things. First, I just want to say thank you to all of the schools that helped us get the word out about this talk and all the counselors. Thank you so much for helping us share the good news about how to learn more about college admissions and holistic admissions. And we get to hear from liberal arts schools today. And so that's a great piece of education that we like to offer here at Tuesday Talks. So thank you for sharing that with your friends and your students. And then also, I just want to make sure that you have, this is meant to be a conversation. At Initial View, we always say life is not a test, it's a conversation. So we want to have dialogue, which includes, even if we can't see your face, a chance for you to actually type. So make sure that you have your Q&A box open right now and your chat box right now open, so that if you have a question at any point, go ahead and start asking them, because we actually take those as a direction in the flow of our conversation. So if you already are like, hey, I'm a junior and I have so many questions, so go ahead and start putting them in the Q&A so that we can kind of know where you are at. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to ask Mari, why don't you start for us?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Mari Praramutz. I'm the Associate Dean of International Admission at Colgate University in not so sunny currently, Hamilton, New York. Happy first day of spring from a dusting of snow on the ground. Do you want us to give us fun facts
I
as
do
well?
indeed. Thank you
Okay.
for remembering.
Shoot. My fun fact is that I have a pretty large obsession with sloths, and I chose my honeymoon destination solely around being able to see sloths. And I did see 4 of them in the wild.
Amazing. Wonderful. I did not know that about you, and I have had many talks with you, so that's awesome. All right, Kaylani.
All right. Good morning, good evening to all of you, depending on where you're joining us from. Happy Tuesday Talks. My name is Kaylani Lofna. I'm here with Davidson College in sunny Davidson, North Carolina. I am the Director of International Admission and Financial Aid. And so we are still kind of deep in regular decision release, and that'll be happening soon. But for this Tuesday Talk, my fun fact is I am a dog mom. So that is my mother title, is I'm a dog mom. She's sitting here down at my feet. Let me grab her quick. She can say hello. And this is Theo. Happy junior year, she says.
Wonderful. Always so good to see Theo. Okay, and Kat, you're next.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. It's really wonderful to share this virtual space with you. My name's Kathleen Abels. Most people call me Kat, so you can feel free to do that. I use she, her pronouns. I'm the Director of Admission at Haverford College, located just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm going to keep on the animal train. So if you've ever traveled with me, you know that breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. And I have 2 dogs, and we've named them after favorite breakfast foods. Their names are Granola and Yogurt, or Nola and Yogi. So stay tuned for more excellent ideas of how to name your pets on this Tuesday Talk. Thanks, Gloria.
Wonderful. And Darren.
Great. Hello, everyone. My name's Darren Drabeck from Skidmore College in Saratoga Springs, New York. And I do have a dog, love sloths. And I have run 9 marathons. That's a fun fact of mine. My dog has not run any marathons with me, but not too late. Maybe more to come.
What a fun fact. 9 marathons. That's impressive. I'm going to have to tell Terry. He's going to be like, what?
And they've actually all been in 9 different states in the United States so far.
Amazing. Amazing. Fantastic. Well, I always forget that I have to give a fun fact as well. And because I'm the host of Tuesday Talks, I feel like I've given like 100 facts about myself. But today, since we're talking about top tips for junior year, my fun fact is that my middle child is a junior. So I am asking some of these questions on behalf of my child as well. So wonderful. Well, I am going to share my screen once more and give my guests an opportunity to share just a little bit about their institution so that you can kind of tell where they're coming from a little bit as they share their tips. So Mari, take it away.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I represent Colgate University. The 4 of us on the screen share a lot of similarities between our institutions. Liberal arts colleges that have an undergraduate focus. Students are able to explore a variety of different subjects. You're not tied into just one area of study. Close relationships with faculty. So I'm not going to focus on those aspects of it and rather go into some of the maybe 2 or 3 things that I think make Colgate unique. One is our location. We're located in a pretty small town. And by pretty small, I mean, there's about 4,000 permanent residents in the town of Hamilton. So we aren't even a city, but this creates a really strong intentionality behind our entire community, from our students to our faculty to our staff. We've all made very intentional decisions to be here, which creates a different kind of dynamic on campus. We're a rural and residential campus. Students spend all of their time on our campus. There are opportunities to go off campus. A lot of people hear the word New York State and they think New York City. We're about 4 hours north of New York City. There are opportunities to go to New York City, but this is an opportunity to kind of have a different experience in a rural town where you really are engaged in this very intentional community. Another thing I want to focus on is access to off-campus study and research opportunities. It's something that we've placed a really strong emphasis on. Last year, 86% of students completed some form of academic research, and it's something I want to touch on a little bit later too, of what research actually looks like and how you as juniors can really start doing that or exploring your academic interests and passions. And then the off-campus study component of it, while we don't call it study abroad, you are all taking the leap to probably come to the United States to study abroad. We want to give you opportunities not to go to other countries, but also to stay within the United States. We have a program that works with the National Institutes of Health, where students can do a full semester at the NIH doing 40 hours of lab research every week. We also send students to Washington, D.C., so you get that experience of being in a city. The last thing I want to focus on is the school spirit in a place like Hamilton, New York. A lot of people think, how is there school spirit at a small liberal arts college? We have Division I athletics, which we share with one other institution here as well, Davidson. We have a lot of school spirit around our athletics, and it really creates this sort of different level of spirit on campus. Students are sporting their Colgate gear all the time, and it really kind of adds to that intentionality of our community, where students are really passionate and excited about showing their passion for Colgate. Some exciting news right now, if you follow college basketball at all, Colgate is in March Madness. We have been for the last 4 years. In has been in is where it ends. We've actually not made it past the first round, but that's okay. It's the passion and the spirit that matters, not necessarily winning all the time. So I think I'll end on that note.
Hi, everyone. Kaylani from Davidson. Just a few things that are some Davidson hallmarks. We're located in North Carolina. We are in a town of about 12,000 residents, and we're 30 minutes by car from Charlotte, North Carolina. So we're quite fortunate to be close to a major metropolitan city. Charlotte is the second largest banking city, financial city in the United States, and one of the fastest growing cities. But at Davidson, you're home of 2,000 students, some things that really matter: character. We ask for a peer recommendation in the application. We want to hear from a friend or someone who knows you well to tell us who you are as a friend. we're a tight-knit community. Like my colleagues here, professors will know your first name. Professors want to know, who you are, where you're from, what classes you're enjoying, what classes you're not enjoying. It's just all part of being a community member. We want to make sure students have a true sense of belonging. And through that, we have different programs such as the Deliberative Citizenship Initiative, where you are matched with 5 different students and you have roundtable discussions, and you don't know what their political affiliations are or economic backgrounds, or, are they more conservative or liberal when it comes to, either social trends or political trends around the world, and you discuss hot topics. So really kind of finding that sense of belonging through intentional dialogue. Engaging class experiences. You might have a class of 5 students, you might have a class of 12, but your largest class will be 30 students at Davidson. Like Colgate and my colleagues here, students at our colleges tend to be very curious about the world, so you find them studying abroad at a higher rate than most other colleges. We make sure research is available for students. We want to make sure you get that practical experience through